everybody, welcome to my channel. So today I want to talk to you about The Hidden Oracle by Rick Riordan. Now this book is Rick Riordan's most recent release and it's all about the god Apollo. Apollo in this book was banished from Olympus by Zeus and he was sent to the earth as a normal teenager, as a 16-year-old named Lester Papadopoulos or something like that. It's a really ridiculous name. And in order to get back to Olympus he has to serve a demigod for a certain period of time. And it's all about his adventures and trials to get back to Olympus. So I picked this book up because I absolutely love Rick Riordan's previous books like the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, the Heroes of Olympus series, and I thought this premise for this book sounded really interesting because he'd never really written a book all about one specific god. They were mainly about the demigods, but now it's just about this one god and all of the demigods around him, so I thought that sounded really cool, and I actually really enjoyed this book. So it took me a little bit to get into this book, about 30 pages. I don't really know why, but I feel like Riordan had to kind of get the reader back into the world, kind of had to set everything and to kind of put all the information that we needed to know out. So that was kind of slow at the beginning, but after that it started being so action-packed and so gripping, just like all of his other books, which I really love that about them. You're never bored when you read them. There's always something that's going on, and that's one of the main things that I love about these books. And I thought this book was just as good as all his other books. Like, it was so full of action, it had a lot of information about Greek mythology, which I absolutely love. It's one of my favorite things to read about in books, and I feel like he's the best writer to do it. It had a really addictive writing style, and all his characters are just absolutely great. I love all of them, even the bad characters, like the villains. I don't know how he does it, but his characters are always so perfect. Like, he describes them so nicely, and he builds them really well. Like I just said, the characters are basically my most favorite thing about this book. You do see some of the characters from the Heroes of Olympus series, which I absolutely loved because I love all of those characters and I miss them so much, and so I was happy to see them in this book. But my favorite character in this book was, of course, Apollo. Apollo is the god of many things. He's the god of music, he's the god of archery, of medicine, and he, in this book, is hilarious. He's the funniest character I've ever read about. Basically, everything he says is so sarcastic, so witty. He has really high self-esteem, being a god, of course, and so like he always has all these witty remarks about himself being like the best and the most beautiful, the most courageous, and I just love him. Like, this book had me laughing so hard. I never really laugh at books, I just kind of giggle, but this one, I was laughing so hard. It was the funniest thing. Also, Apollo went through major character development throughout this book. Like, at the beginning, he was really full of himself and he only really thought about his well-being. And as the story went on, he learned to recognize how important other people were, not only him, and he kind of started worrying about his friends and how they were and about their well-being, and I just really enjoyed that. I feel like this was one of the biggest character developments that I've ever seen in a book. He really changes a lot throughout the novel. Excuse you, phone, don't ring. He really changes a lot throughout the novel and I really appreciated that. So this book is a middle grade, so it is obviously targeted towards younger readers. But Rick Riordan's writing still manages to be really descriptive, really articulate, and it is still really poetic, which I really enjoy because I love beautiful writing, and this book definitely has it. Rick Riordan has the biggest imagination. Like, I don't know how he can come up with such wonderful plots and such well thought out plots, but he does really know how to work with Greek mythology and how to build up suspense, because if you have read this book, you will know that at the end of this book, towards the end of it, there is the biggest plot twist you've ever seen in any book ever, and it just had me like, okay, I was not expecting that. It was so unexpected and it was so great. You would have never thought that would happen, but then it does. And you're like, please, if you have read this book, definitely DM me on Instagram or Twitter or something, because we need to talk about that, because I was shocked when I read that. But yeah, so he really knows how to work with those plot twists and how to surprise you, and it was amazing. I absolutely love this book. I have nothing bad to say about it, honestly. It was perfect. Like, I understand that it's not for everyone, but if you do like Greek mythology and you have read Rick Riordan's other books, you really will enjoy this. I do recommend that you read the Heroes of Olympus series before reading this book because it does continue from where that ends, so there are spoilers for it, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I definitely recommend you read that first. But yeah, so I really love this book. I recommend it to you guys. Highly recommend. I will definitely continue to read this series because I do want to know what happens to Apollo and to all of his friends and all of the characters from the previous series, and I'm really excited to read all of these. I can't wait for next year till the new one comes out. I'm super excited. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Lulu's Library on both. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see all of you guys next time.